Shalom. Can you guys see me? Shalom, shalom. Can you guys see me? Shalom. I'm gonna do a short little lesson. Again, people asking me, but I want to encourage all you, my brothers and sisters out there. What's up, highest love? I want to encourage you guys to keep studying, keep researching. I mean, we got people asking questions now because of your knowledge. What's up, Mike? Jack Leg Preacher. Because of your knowledge, people gonna ask questions. Now, I'm gonna give it a few minutes. I'm gonna give me a glass of water, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to prove that we are the first peoples of the Americas. I got a little video clip. I'm gonna use my OBS system today. So for all of you on First Fruits, you're going to have to go on I Yield Band Gad on YouTube to see what I'm about to show you. I'm not going to go back over because people are intellectually lazy and they don't want to go back over all of them videos to catch up with us at Gad University. I put together just a little couple of clips to show them what still being hid from you. People running around happy as hell because they are Hebrew and don't even have a clue what's still being hidden from you. You still got information being hidden. And that's one of the dangers of only reading the Bible. I'm gonna be nice. I got no patience for people that don't want to be educated. Malcolm X said it like this: the most intelligent people on the earth are those that self-educate. Even my Ish brothers know that. They don't send their kids to your school. Their kids go to the Hebrew Academy where they self-taught. And people are trying to figure out how they ruling the world. Because they ain't going to your school where you only learn 80 books. The 80 book school. How fast would you graduate out of that? The 80 book school. You part of the 80 book school, and you've been in that school for 20 years. You part of the 80 book school, and you've been there for 4 years. Took you 4 years to learn 80 books. We're gonna call you slow. Something wrong with you. We're gonna have to get you a tutor. I'm talking to all them Christian Hebrews out there that's in the 80 book school. They've been they've been a part of the 80 big book school for 30 years. Teaching. Yeah, I've been a Hebrew Israelite for 30 years teaching. 80 books, then you slow. All you know is 80 books. Coming out of here, yeah. Got all our kids in the 80 book school, and the little Ish children go to the Hebrew Academy where they learning thousands of books. And then you wondering why they look down their nose at you. Come on out of here. Now, for all of you Hebrews that's coming out of the 80 book school, you got tired of the 80 book school, you put two and two together, that you was being dumbed down in the 80 book school, and you decided that you wanted to learn some more. I'm going to go ahead and, there you go. There go my wife. She just put a link up right there where you can see what we're about to do. Let's look at this. Let's look at this news article. Let's look at this news article first. This is how we're going to start it. Nah, we ain't going to start there first. Let's start here first.
Has no power in the world.
Let me see if I can get some value.
American Negro, born in that glittering republic.
Let me see if I can get some volume on it, if the volume even works.
Every face is white. And since you have not yet seen the mirror, you are too. It comes as a great shock. 5 or 6 or 7.
The volume don't want to work on
the flag which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you.
We'll see if we can get this thing working. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to get it working. Hold on a minute. All right, hold on. I'm not getting no sound on my end. Come on. Is it working? You can hear it over there? All right. Let's go back.
In the world. This means, in the case of America,
I can't hear nothing on my end.
Born in that glittering republic. And the moment you are born, since you don't know any better, every stick and stone and every face is white. And since you have not yet seen the mirror, you suppose
okay, hold on.
It comes as a great shock.
We're going to get this right.
Around the age of 5 or 6 or 7. To discover the flag which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper. That the Indians were you. 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 Has no power in the world. This means, in the case of American Negro, born in that glittering republic. And in the moment you are born, since you don't know any better, every stick and stone and every face is white. And since you have not yet seen the mirror, you suppose that you are too. It comes as a great shock. Around the age of 5 or 6.
Can you guys hear that on your end?
The flag which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance.
Yeah, we're going to play it again. A lot of people ain't seen this. Is echoing?
Indians, when you were rooting for Gary Cooper.
Tell me when the echo stopped.
That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
That's better?
Has no power in the world. This means, in the case of an American Negro, born in that glittering republic, and in the moment you are born, since you don't know any better, every stick and stone and every face is white, and since you have not yet seen a mirror, you suppose that you are too. It comes as a great shock, around the age of 5 or 6 or 7, to discover the flag which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you.
I just want you guys to listen to what he said.
Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians
So
were
that worked out good? All right. You know, I know it's a lot of fluoride in the water.
Power in the world.
So I'm going to let it play again.
In the case of an American Negro.
We're gonna beat this horse today. Because a lot of you Negroes still
And the
sleep.
moment you are born, since you don't know any better, every stick and stone and every face is white. And since you have not yet seen a mirror, you suppose that you are too. It comes as a great shock, around the age of 5 or 6 or 7, to discover the flag to which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper, that the Indians were you.
It's still low?
The Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
It takes about 5 seconds.
All right, can you hear it loud on your end?
It's low, but if they turn their volume
Has no
You guys turn your volume up.
This means, in the case of an American Negro,
Turn your volume up.
and in the moment you are born, since you don't know any better, every stick and stone and every face is white.
Turn your volume up.
Mirror, you suppose that you are too. It comes as a great shock, around the age of 5 or 6 or 7, to discover the flag which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you.
We're going to talk about this for a minute.
That Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
The Indians are who?
Indians were you.
The Indians are who? The Indians are who? What did he say? That the Indians are who?
This means, in the case of an American Negro, born in that glittering republic,
The Indians are who?
and in the moment you are born,
We gonna slap. We gonna take care of this nonsense today.
is white.
We gonna stop this foolishness today.
In the mirror, you suppose that you are too.
We gonna stop this foolishness today. I'm putting a dagger in this nonsense today.
Or 7, to discover the flag which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper, that the Indians were you. 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 That the Indians were you.
All right. So the brother
This means
is telling you that you guys are the so-called Indians, right in your face.
and
The only problem we got today is we still got Negroes that still got chains on their brains as it pertains to this information.
It comes as a great shock, around the age of 5 or 6 or 7, to discover the flag which you have pledged allegiance.
Oh, I got some more I'm going to show you.
Everybody else has not pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting.
Let's let a real black historian tell you.
That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
All right? Get your cell phones out. I don't have the ability to stop this video, but you need to stop it on your end when this is done. You guys need to get this video. We're going to watch this short video since everybody asking, where the historians at that said that we the first peoples? Where the historians at? I'm going to let you see in this short little video the historians tell you and back up what the brother said, who are the first peoples of the United States of America. Who was living here when Columbus came? You ain't no Indian descent. You are the damn Indian. That's the problem. That's the devil I'm gonna knock in the head today. You are the original people of America. Wake up. You still sleep. You don't descend from no damn Indian. You are the damn Indian. Wake the hell up. You've been brainwashed with movies. You've been brainwashed with cartoons. You've been brainwashed. Got you thinking you got Indian. Oh, we 1/4 Indian. Mama said we got Indian in us. That's because mama don't know who the hell she is. And I'm done. I'm tired of it. I'm knocking it in the head today. Now we're going to just look at what was written in the book, but then we're going to go to the other information. Is that playing good on that end, babe? Oh, what'd he say? What'd he say? America was occupied by the what? The Negro. They killed this dude. They killed this dude. So when they got here, who was here? Look at you. Look at your people. Oh, look at the real Indian. Look at the real Indian. What he say? What this dude, what John Baptist say? What? We lived in what? America and what? You want to see what the historians got to say? They go John Baptiste, Leonard Durant. Oh, look at what Benjamin Franklin said. He said the Swedes, the Norwegians, the Danes, the English, the Welsh, the Scots, the Irish are all black people. France, Spain, Italy, Asia, Africa, America, Russia. Oh, what he said? The almost extinction of the original Negro during the time of the Spanish conquest and the memories of the most ancient traditions. What? We believe that the Negroes were the first inhabitants of Mexico. Wake up! You still sleep. Mexico is ours. Oh, look at that. A picture of you. Black Indians. Oh. They want you to think that that's something new. Hell no, this is the original. We done with the ignorance. I'm putting the nail in the ignorance today. You ain't know, I don't want to hear no, oh, what he said? The Negro type is seen in the most ancient Mexican sculpture. The Negroes figure frequently in the most remote traditions of some American pueblos. It is to this race doubtless belong the most ancient skeletons, distinct from the red American race, which have been found in various places from Bolivia to Mexico. It is likely that we repeat, America is a Negro continent. The hell wrong with our people? Wake up! Wake up from your camp doctrine. To the visitor in the South, the physical characteristics of many Negro slaves bore witness to their Indian origin. What the word origin mean? To your beginnings, you damn Indians. You the damn Indian. Look at Montezuma. That's a real picture. Stop talking about you some damn. Look at the Inca. I told you was the Inca. There go the original picture of the Inca. Look at them brothers. Look at the brother down there laid out in prayer. Look at the other brother. These people done lied to you. Look at all of the slave posters got you on there looking like Indians. Look at that. Look at the Inca up top. Look at the slave over to the left. It's you. The hell. It's you. You the Inca. You the Toltec. What he says? The startling fact is that in all parts of Mexico, archaeological pieces representing Negro or Negro people have been found, especially in archaic or pre-classic sites. Professor Alexander von Wattenhout, what? 1500 BC to 1500 AD, they found our ancestors. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Where are you? That's a picture they tried to hide. Oh, look at you. Look at that. You done been so detailed. Oh, look at that. Look what Martin Luther King knew. You want to know why? Look at Judge Joe Brown over there in the left-hand corner with his arms folded. What Judge Joe Brown doing there? Me, Walter Pleasant, the man that was responsible for the destruction of the records in 1913 in 50 states that showed that the Native Americans were reclassified as black and Negro. This is historical facts that break the non-believers' backs. Oh, you didn't know that white people were slaves too? That's another part of history you guys need to go and learn. See that? Want you to think that we was the only damn ones in slavery. I'll never forget Black Wall Street. I don't care who you are. These are Indians. These are Indians. Yeah, they got on suits and ties now, but Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, was a Cherokee stronghold. You looking at Indians that's been civilized. There go your Inca. There go your Maya right there. There go your Maya. Still inventing every damn thing, even the ice cream scoop, phone transmitter, thermostat control, traffic light. What? Wake up. You are greater than, you are more than what these people been saying. Now, for all of you that want to flee and get on a plane and leave, go ahead. We gonna start praying today to the Most High that He give us your portion of your land that you vacated. You vacated it. You left it. So since you vacated and you left it, I want what the Most High was gonna give to you. But you ran like a coward from your own land. Kansas City, what he said? Disenfranchise the Negro and send him back to Africa? Absurd. Impossible. More than $1 billion worth of United States real estate, which he owns in his own name. What? What? Oh, hold on, wait a minute. What? 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 What these camps teaching? That you're supposed to walk away from your inheritance? This is El Dayo from One Nation, One Power, letting all of you out there know that still in these camps, you still sleep. You got no knowledge of America being your land. You got no knowledge of America being your land. If you have no knowledge of America being yours, how asleep are you? How asleep are you still? See, some of us think we awake. You're not awake. You still asleep. You still asleep. You calling your land Babylon. You calling your land that your ancestors lived on for thousands of years a strange land. Are you asleep? Hell yeah, you super sleep. You ain't awoke, you ain't awake yet. You ain't awake. It's impossible. Because you go to the 80-book school, you got no prior knowledge of America, period. You think America started in 1619. Some of you think America started in 1492 because you believe the lie that Columbus discovered America. That's for the 80-book school. That's for the 80-book school. They still sleep. They telling you to flee your home. I want you to see what they're doing. This your hedge of protection. I'm going to say it again. This your hedge of protection. Now, since we've been so disconnected from reality, let me say this to you. Now, since we've been so disconnected from reality, let me say this to you. You need to go in your Bible and you need to read how important the landmarks are. You need to go find out how important it is to the Most High God with landmarks, the borders, your land, how important it is to the Most High. Because we've been disconnected from our land, we have forgotten how the most important thing on the earth is land. I'm going to say that again. The most important resource on planet Earth is the land. You got some of us, Powhatan, we got some of our people, they still don't want to admit let me let the brother tell you again.
Has no power.
Let me let the brother tell you again.
This means, in the case of an American Negro, born in that glittering republic, and in the moment you are born, since you don't know any better,
you ain't know 1/4. You ain't know 1/5. You hear me, Sarah? I'm trying to wake my people. Today it's time. The Most High is saying it's time to wake up.
Around the age of 5 or 6
You guys
or 7.
got the second stick.
The flag which you have pledged allegiance.
You awake. The second stick woke you up.
Pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper. That the Indians were
Look at Sylvia. She said she just read a book. Sylvia, look at Sylvia said. She just read a book and the Maya's land lines up with the Book of Mormon. Sylvia just put it out there. Everything I've been telling you guys, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm not in this to lie to you. I've been sent by the Most High to bring you the truth. Sylvia just said she just read a book and the Maya Empire lined up with the Book of Mormon. What? The 10 tribes of Israel's landmass. I'm going to help you. I'm going to go out of my way and I'm going to help you right now. Because it's in your Bible. People just don't teach it. Let me get one of my Bibles. Let me find one of my Bibles. I got 4 or 5 swords laying around here. Let me get this sword. Got to be King James though. I don't want nothing else. Come on out of here. So, watch. We're going to come back to this. But go where we want to go. Go to Deuteronomy 32:7. I want you guys to work with me. Now, I want somebody to understand that in the book of Genesis, the land was divided in the days of Peleg. That's in the book of Genesis. The lands broke off. But the Most High did this in Deuteronomy chapter 32. Go to Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy 32. And let's look at verse 7. Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old. What? What? Remember the days of old. Deuteronomy 32:7 said, what? Okay, the Bible just told us to remember the days of old.
Has no power in the world. This means, in the case of an American Negro,
so let's do what the Bible
born in
said.
that glittering republic, and in the moment you are born, since you don't know any better, every stick and stone and every face is white, and since you have not yet seen a mirror, you suppose that you are too. It comes as a great shock around the age of...
That's what I'm showing on IEO Bangad.
To discover the flag which you have pledged...
This brother gonna tell you
along with
that you the damn Indian.
has not pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary
Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old.
That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
Remember the days of old. Alright? Yeah, the book of remembrance is precepting. EM. Everything is precepting. The book of remembrance, Malachi 3:16, is lining up with everything. Everything matching. Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee. Our fathers can't tell us because our fathers don't know. Why go to the elders? Because the Most High was going to give back the lost information of us to the elders to bring back to you. Verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Let's go back here. Go back here. The Most High is the one at the beginning that gave the land inheritance. Do you see that? Do you see that? Now, until you can get your brain free and understand this,
no power in the
you ain't awake yet.
This means, in the case of an American Negro, born in that glittering republic,
You still sleep.
Born, since you don't know any better. Every stick and stone and every face is white, and since you have not yet seen a mirror, you suppose that you are too.
Yeah, that's the devil. The devil want all you guys to think you belong to Judah.
To discover the flag which you have pledged allegiance, along with
I'm sorry. I present the facts that break the non-believers' backs. As Big Mike like to say, Elder, you be bringing daggers. I bring daggers.
That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
I bring daggers. Now,
power in the world. This means, in the case of an American Negro,
you know what? With me, I don't need to go and get no genealogy done. I don't need to go get no DNA done. I know this is the truth. It's in my spirit.
And since you have not yet seen the mirror, you suppose that you are too. It comes as a great shock. Around the age of 5 or 6.
It's in my spirit.
To discover the flag which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else.
So if you the Indians,
it comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper, that the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
Uh-oh. We proving you the Indians. So now we're going to just bring out a little book. What that say? Indians are what? See the question mark? He talking about you. You guys have been brainwashed to where every time you see the word Indian, you think of that little picture that you see on TV. You've been given an image of what you think is the real Indian. I'm sorry, but it's you. I'm sorry. I deeply and regrettably apologize for the damage I'm inflicting upon your brain today. It's time. It's time to take this book and hit you in the head with it. Because all you guys running around here claiming Judah just because they showed you a slave ship. I call that slave ship genealogy. You ain't done no more study. That's how the devil got you. That's why you're only in 80 books. Because now you feel like you don't need to read nothing else. I got it. I know who I am. We was on a boat, butt naked, and we was stupid as hell, didn't know nothing, didn't have nothing. You know, we just dummies. Now, I'm going to show you that one of your empires was in Mexico. I just showed you what the archaeologists said. They said that Mexico was yours. See that temple up there? Your ancestors built that. See that pyramid? Your ancestors built that. Now, I'm going to play the video one more time, and then I'm going to read from the book. Because we're going to let the archaeologists tell you that the place that you know, where the places you guys like to go in the summertime, you like to go over there to Mexico, what are them places called? Ku Klux Klan, what's that? What's the name of them places you guys like to go and have your margaritas and sit out there and sunbathe, and you talk about the nice white sandy beaches, all of the kids all over America in spring break, all of the rich kids, they go over to Mexico. Cancun. Cancun is yours. You guys been visiting a place called Cancun, Mexico, and you've been under a delusional spirit, not even realizing that if you would have took your shoes off and you put your feet in that sand, that was yours. That belonged to you. But today, because of the sins of our ancestors, now we visitors in our own damn land. Everywhere we go now in our own land, we visitors. We visitors. Hello? Now, hold on. This ain't even mine. I think me and you, Elder Quadash, done switched up books. Now, Indians are Jews. When I say the term Indian, I'm going to play this video in a minute, and I'm going to show you guys the original seal of the original Indian. I'm going to play the video again. I'm going to let you see the original seal of the American Indian. And he got an afro. So now, I'm going to read out of this. Since nobody know what the 10 tribes of Israel at, everybody want to play stupid. Page 23. The belief that the Americans were of the 10 tribes of Israel held the upper hand for centuries. What? The what? You gotta see that. The belief that the Americans were of the 10 lost tribes of Israel held the upper hand for centuries. What? Now you're going to play stupid. Now they're going to play stupid. They don't know. Oh, we don't know now. We don't know. There you go. There you go. Now, they playing stupid. We got the children of the COVID-19 telling you that millions of people are dying in the hospitals, are overrun, bodies are everywhere, and you expect that these people going to tell you that you the original, you the first peoples of the Americas, that you are the children of the Inca, that you are the children of the Maya, that you are the bloodline descendants of the so-called Toltec Empire, that you are the Itza, that you are the people of the books, that you are waiting for the COVID-19 liars who come on national television with a three-piece suit on, smelling like Joja Elevante cologne, and stand up and look you right in the face and tell you that Negroes are dying in the thousands, and then you go outside and look, and Negroes are still smoking weed on the corner, Negroes still kicking back 40 ounces every day, liquor store business still thriving, pig feet still being bought off the counters, and you guys believe that Negroes are dying, huh? Lord have mercy, mama would say right now. Lord have mercy. Let me play my video one more time. You guys gotta stop believing massa. Some of you guys still believe in massa. Massa said. Yeah, I know Massa said. Massa said it was gonna be rain today. Man, I gotta go to Massa to get married. I can't get married under a Hebrew marriage with real Hebrew men that under the order of Melchizedek, you know, the way it was originally done before Massa showed up. I gotta go get a license from Massa. Massa gotta be the one to legitimize my marriage. I've got to go to Massa and give Massa $250. That's the only way I can really be married, is if Massa says so. Grow the hell up. The Most High gonna detach us from Massa, and some of you Negro, you gonna be crying. Oh, I've been trusting in Massa for so long. I've been thinking about Massa for so long. I don't know what to do no more. I don't know how to live my own life no more. Y'all better get out there and get you a garden in. I don't care if it's 30 seconds. They don't like this clip. They don't like this article. They don't like this article. This man ain't doing nothing but telling the world who we are. Why they hate this man so much? The hell. Why you guys hate this man? You've been taught to hate. That's what everybody in America been taught to hate. You've been taught to hate. Not realizing that Satan is very smart. The very person you need to get information from is the one they told you to hate, dummy. That's the reason they told you to hate him. You know how this country get down? They tell you don't go to Afghanistan because there's a war over there. I bet you if you went to Afghanistan tomorrow, you go over there and kick back under the sun with your brothers. So, America was occupied by the Negro type. I'm going to teach later who that is. See that head? I'm going to teach you guys later that you actually looking at one of the heads of the giants. Who did the fallen angels mate with? Black women. Let's keep it moving. Oh, look at that. They got the original seal of the original Indian. Look at that. Look at that. They got the original seal. Oh, what you got to say? Yeah, we was all over the earth, huh? Everywhere where it was hot, they found us. But they, at some time in history, they couldn't tell us from the damn Africans, even though they could, because we copper colored with long hair. Look at that. Who ruled America? Look at Benjamin Franklin. Why should the Palatine Moors be suffered to swarm into our settlements? They will never adopt our customs any more than they can obtain our complexion. All of Africa, Asia, and America are swarthy, black. Russia, Italy, Spain, France, Swedes, and the Germans are black. The almost extinction of the original Negroes during the time of the Spanish conquest. Let me break that down for you. During the time that Christopher Columbus landed in the Americas, they almost killed all of the Negroes. Who was the first inhabitants of Mexico? Negroes. Black Indians built their own schools, hired and paid teachers, and asked, look at them children. Don't them look like children down there in the damn projects? You guys remember we used to look like that back in the 60s and the 70s? Look at that, that's us. You always gonna have a lighter skin mixed in with us. We have children that come out light. The Negro type is seen in the most ancient Mexican sculpture. I'm beating up Mexico because today you're gonna know Mexico your land too. The Negroes figure frequently in the most remote traditions of some American pueblo. In some American ghettos, that pueblo is a ghetto. It is the race doubly belong to most ancient skeletons. We repeat, America was a Negro continent. 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 Why am I repeating that? Because you guys, I know you drank that fluoride. America was a Negro continent. You know, you heard him say was? Was is past tense. They here now, so now America is no longer just a Negro continent because we here. But before we got here, America was only a Negro continent. I'm gonna repeat that. America was a Negro continent. Do I need to break that down for you a little bit deeper? Oh, let me look over there. Los Angeles, nothing but Negroes. Oh, let me look over there. Chicago, nothing but Negroes. Oh, let me look over there. Mexico, nothing but Negroes. Oh, let me look down over there. California, man, nothing but Negroes. Oh, let me look. Louisiana and Florida, the same damn place. They changed the name to throw your mind off. Let me look over there. Florida and Louisiana, which really the same place. Oh, nothing but Negroes. Oh, let's go down there to Georgia, Flint, Michigan. Let's go down to St. Louis. Nothing but Negroes. Everywhere we go, America is a Negro continent. Oh my goodness, down there in Mississippi, ain't nothing but Negroes. Oh, we looking, we going everywhere. Everywhere we going, ain't nothing but Negroes. Yeah, Atlanta. You guys living in the lands of your ancestors and don't eat. Oh, Atlanta is an all-black state. Really? Negroes. Oh, let me go over there. Utah. Oh, my goodness. Full of Negroes. America was just a Negro continent. Oh, yeah, the Bahamas. But every time you run into they hid history, it's a big mystery about America. Yeah, it is. Because it was a Negro continent. Anything that got to do with us going to be attached to it, a mystery. Oh, now it's a mystery. It's a mystery. Now we got the archaeologists saying that Mexico was all Negroes. Okay. Now, this ain't hard. I'm going to read out of the mysteries of the Mexican pyramids. So now, let me ask you a question. Who the original Mexican? I'm going to wait on that $1 million question. Dun, 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 dun. We playing music. Ba, 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 ba. We waiting to see if you got the $1 million question. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, look, Gila got it. Us. Let me tell you why they removed your knowledge that that's your land. Because they only promoted you came from Africa. Now, since we got, that's right, Sarah, since we got archaeologists now on record, these archaeologists been out there. They just been hiding them. So, now, let's read this book. When Cortez, you guys learned a little bit about Cortez. He was another devil. When Cortez returned with enough Spaniards and native allies, see that? Cortez talked to some of our people way back then and probably promised them 40 acres and a mule. If you work with us against your own people, we'll give you 40 acres and a mule, IUIC. If you work with us in secret against your own people, play like them still, act like them, go in amongst them, put fringes on like them, make it purple, put on purple, make it gold. Look, just put Masonic symbols on in your outfit. Go in, and you gotta think this is something new. This ain't nothing new. Cortez right here is telling the story about Negroes that was going against their own people for Massa. When Cortez returned with enough Spaniards and native allies to defeat the Mexica, he ordered the great and beautiful city of Tenochtitlan destroyed. Palaces. What? Palaces. What? Palaces. What? Palaces. What? Palaces. Wait a minute. When you guys taught us in your schools, you told us there wasn't nothing here but a bunch of naked people. Who lied? These are the same children spreading COVID-19 with their lips. What? Palaces. What? Palaces. What? Palaces. No. Stone. Palaces. You know what a palace look like? Palaces. Palaces. They destroyed palaces, columns, and gods were buried in the mud. That's another reason why we got our butt kicked. They had stone gods. They was what? Buried in the mud. To avoid the stench of the dead, the Spaniards set up camp in the nearby village of Coyoacan. Groups of captive Indians razed every last building of the Aztec capital. What? What? We don't know where the Aztecs at? Oh my goodness. We got them. Got them. Got them. I'm reading from a book that you need to go get. Page 14. Page 14 told you that you was the Aztecs, but some of you don't want to listen. Told you that you the children of the Maya. You come from the greatest empire to ever rule. How can the Maya Empire be the greatest empire to ever rule the earth and they not the Israelites? They were the ones let me tell you what made the empire great. The laws, the statutes, and the commandments. The means by which men were taught to govern themselves and not live like the animals of the other nations. People always say, what made the kingdom great? Laws, statutes, and commandments. What you think coming with the kingdom that's coming? What you think gonna make that kingdom great? Laws, statutes, and commandments by way man is to conduct his life on the earth. If you eat one another, you don't get great. You get dead. If you disrespecting one another, you don't get go ahead. You won't die. What made our nation great? The laws, statutes, and commandments. Deuteronomy 4, 7, and 8. And the whole world know it, but now you know it. So, page 14. When Cortez returned with enough Spaniards and native allies to defeat the Mexica, he ordered the great and beautiful city of Tenochtitlan destroyed. Palaces, columns, and gods were buried in the mud. To avoid the stench of the dead, the Spaniards set up camp in a nearby village of Coyoacan. Groups of captive Indians, groups of captive Negroes, groups of slave Negroes, groups of slave Negroes, groups of slave or captive Negroes raised every last building of the Aztec capital. Wait a minute. So the Negroes were made to destroy their own palace. And the palace was an Aztec palace. But today, we don't know who the Aztecs are. Man. Oh, come on up out of here. We are educated people, and we read more than 80 books. If you're on here right now and you're hearing this for the first time, free your mind. Go buy the book so that you can get out of stupidity. You can get out of ignorance. So you don't make a stupid move and flee your own damn country. The hell wrong with you? Put that article up. Put that article up. You Negroes will go, if Stevie around the corner owe you $50, you gonna hound Stevie until you get your $50. If more Negroes have been killed in a dice game over $5, Negroes have beat up one another over $10. Some Negroes in prison for life because they shot somebody that owed them $15. Well, I got an article right in your face right now. And you happy as hell because you got $3,000 on the stimulus check. And you trying to figure out why your government is handing out some free chicken change, some chicken feed to satisfy the Indians, is because the Indians are waking up to the fact that all of America belong to them. You ever seen somebody pacify a gorilla by throwing him a couple of bananas into the fence? That's how you pacify the sheep before you slaughter the sheep. Better wake the hell up. You being set up and don't even know it. That's how you pacify the sheep. You throw them a few peanuts because the sheep too dumb to know that where Washington, D.C. is sitting is theirs. They too dumb to know that every mall throughout America is yours. It's built on your property. Now, let me go ahead and give you guys a revelation. Do you not know the reason why America got to stay in war? If America ever comes out of wartime and goes to peacetime, then we can come together as the original people of the Americas and bring forth a class action lawsuit in the courthouse that will set the world on fire. The world would go up in flames if we came together, which we not. Christ coming back. This is just talk. We gonna get everything we got when Christ returns. But their fear is that we will come together and march on Washington for not reparations, but for our land back. And then that would create a stir in the United Nations, and it will be worse than the Palestinians wanting their land back that really don't belong to them. That's really yours too. So that situation they don't want in the Americas. So you throw the Indians, the real Indians, some peanuts to pacify them so that they can stop praying against us, because your prayer is working. Unbeknownst to you, your prayers are working. Yes, we got information where, yes, they put us on boats in the Americas and shipped us to West Africa. From the Americas. I just read a piece of this book and told you we were slaves. I'm going to read it again. When Cortez returned with enough Spaniards and native allies to defeat the Mexica, he ordered the great and beautiful city of Tenochtitlan destroyed. Palaces, columns, and gods were buried in the mud. To avoid the stench of the dead, the Spaniards set up camp in the nearby village of Coyoacan. Groups of slave Indians razed every last building of the Aztec capital and filled in the canals till not a stone was standing. On the leveled ruins, Cortez founded his own great capital, Mexico City. So Mexico City today is sitting on top of the Tenochtitlan palace of the Aztec Empire. Mexican slaves by the thousands, Negro slaves by the thousands. Right here, they calling you Mexicans. See if I can find it for you. You guys got the book. What they call you right there? Mexican, i.e. Negro, i.e. Indian slaves by the thousands, many of them highly skilled as sculptors, carpenters, masons, and gardeners, hauled stone and timber from the debris of the Toluca clan. Iron chisels and iron hammers enabled them to cut the porous red stone of the valley in palatial European houses, over the doors of which the new hidalgos could place their carved structures. Where Indians' palaces and pyramids had stood, churches and monasteries sprang up. Stop! I told you, everywhere one of our ancient sites was, they built churches on top of it. I'm not talking about these little tiny corner liquor stores. I ain't talking about none of these little tiny spots. But I'm going to go ahead and share some more information with you. Do you not know we playing baseball and football on top of some of our ancient ruins? Do you not know they just found a burial ground of Negroes somewhere back south? It was on the news. It was on Facebook. A Negro found out that they built a golf course on top of a graveyard of our ancestors. It was in Florida. So, it makes sense if they like to build their big churches on top of our old ancient sites, then that means they built football stadiums also on top of our ancient sites.
Has no power in the world.
Let me go ahead and hit you with that again.
Born in that glittering republic.
Look at this brother, full-blooded Indian,
Every stick and stone.
not 1/4.
Is white. And since you
Not,
have not seen the mirror,
we got some Indian in
you
us.
are too. It comes as a great shock.
Not mama said, we got a little bit of Indian. Look at this. This Negro is 100% full-blooded Indian, an Inca descendant,
It comes as a great shock.
a Maya descendant,
Killing all the Indians when you were rooting for Gary.
a historian.
That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you.
You sitting around still right now. Elder IEL showing you this stuff.
No power in the world.
Told you, right here they called you Mexicans.
Born in that.
Don't they got black Mexicans in Mexico?
And in the moment you are born, since you don't know any better, every stick and
And
stone-
brothers running over there trying to call them from the tribe of Judah.
And since you
Don't they got black Mexicans in
You
Mexico?
are too. It comes as a great shock. Around the age of
Telling you they came from Africa.
to discover the
Let me tell you something. Our ancestors
Everybody else.
left the land of Shem in 600 BC. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi are the only ones ran into Africa. So yeah, they can say today, my ancestors came from Africa. Because they did. But if you from the 10 tribes of the house of Israel, you ain't never came from no damn Africa. You came from the land of Shem. Wake the hell up. This ain't hard. Wake the hell up. We lived in our own damn land at one time.
And in the moment you are
Wake
born,
up!
since you don't know any
Stop
better,
thinking we was living next door to the Hamites.
every face is white. And since you have not yet seen the mirror,
The hell, you ain't got no damn taste for zebra meat.
the great
The hell wrong with you?
around the age of 5 or 6 or 7.
Ain't none of you damn Negroes out there barbecuing zebra tomorrow.
Along with everybody else.
Cause it ain't in your DNA.
It comes as a great shock to discover that
You still in your DNA. Some foods you'll eat and some food you can't stand.
Indians for you.
You see people eating dog and you make a frowned up face. Cause that's in your DNA. That because the laws is in your DNA. Cause it come from your bloodline. So when you see people on Facebook eating a dog and chewing on a rat, your first reaction is, ugh, that's just downright nasty. But if you don't have that DNA of your ancestors, of what you should and shouldn't eat, you don't lick your lips. You don't say, man, I like to try some of that. That rat look good. Look, man, where you get that rat at? Where can I get that rat? That's what the other nations do. But in your bloodline, in your DNA, you still, to this day, look at some food and say, ugh. Where other nations look at that stuff and they say, let's eat, baby. It's in your DNA. Only church brainwashed you to eat that stuff. Church did you like that. Church. Christian church got you eating the pig from the rooter to the tutor. There was a time when we see people today eat pig, there was a time when our ancestors would go, ugh, you eating that? Ugh. There was a time when our ancestors looked at the pig the same way we look at the rat. So who the Aztecs, according to this book? That's why I titled this video The First Peoples. I got about 30 minutes and I gotta go. I titled this video The First Peoples. Now, we just proved that America was a Negro continent. Let's play that one more time before we go into the second stick. This video is titled Our History in Song. After this video, we're going to read the second stick. You guys are the Indians. You the Aztecs. You the Maya. You the Toltecs. I'm going to show you that all of those are bywords. Those are bywords for Israelites. Remember, the Most High said that was part of the curses. That you would lose your name. That you will be called by proverbs and bywords. So now, we're going to just let some of the historians back up what this book just said. That there was Negro slaves by the thousands here in America. When Columbus came in 1492, he saw us. was a Negro continent. This is history that's been hidden. We bringing it out. I'm putting more light on it. I got prior videos where I use these other books to show you that this is not only your land, that you are the Maya and the Inca live on in you. The Maya and the Inca live on inside of you. The original language that we spoke was Hebrew. We spoke Hebrew. When did we lose our language? When the Spaniards landed in the Americas. What he said? Several isolated but concordant facts permit the conjecture that before the formation and development of the three great ethnographic groups, a great part of America was occupied by the Negro, Carlos Cuervo Marquez. They killed this dude. This dude was teaching our history. This is an original picture of America before the Spaniards. Look at the original picture of the Indian. It's you. Wake up. They changed the picture. I shall add another reflection of public utility. The blacks are a kind of men destined by nature to inhabit Africa and America. She has created them for the burning regions. Let us therefore take care not to oppose her views or overthrow the barriers which she has established, but let us preserve their races and not permit the Negro to inhabit Europe. Why? You'll change Europe. What did Benjamin Franklin say? Franklin said, I can prove to you that all these places were originally black. We're going to prove it too out of the second stick. It's Benjamin Franklin telling you Spain, France, Sweden, you the original Swedes. Germany, Africa, Asia was all black. The Netherlands, look at it. The almost extinction of the original Negroes during the time of the Spanish conquest. Who was living here when Columbus came? Negroes. The Spanish conquest and the memories of them in the most ancient traditions induce us to believe that the Negroes were the first inhabitants of Mexico. Dr. Nicholas Leon, 1859 to 1929. Now, all I'm doing is I'm establishing the fact that when Columbus came, it was us that was here. It's time to look at them, Black Creeks. The Negro type is seen in the most ancient Mexican sculpture. The Negroes figure frequently in the most remote traditions of some American pueblos. It is to this race doubtlessly belongs the most ancient skeletons, distinct from the red American race, which have been found in various places, from Bolivia to Mexico. It is likely that, we repeat, America was a Negro continent. And that's an original picture of America. Look at us with our feathers. You wore feathers. To the visitor in the South, the physical characteristics of many Negro slaves bore witness to their Indian origin. Well, how are you going to be talking about the Negroes in the South are slaves, but they Indians? That means they didn't come off the slave ship in 1619. They was already here. They were my original picture of Montezuma. We wore feathers. Look at that. Look at the feathers on their head. Look at what they wear. That's the Inca Empire. That's what got destroyed. Aztec Empire. Why does all of the slave posters have American Indians on them? Because in the movie, they didn't show you with no damn feathers on. They made you look like you was an African in them damn slave movies. But on the poster, you looking like an Indian. Somebody lied. The startling fact is that in all parts of Mexico, archaeological pieces representing Negro or Negroid people have been found, especially in archaic or pre-classic sites. Professor Alexander von Wattenhoe, Unexpected Faces in Ancient America, is his book, 1500 BC to 1500 AD. He found us. And there go a picture of us in our original attire. Look at the fringes down the brother's side. And then Martin Luther King said, before the Pilgrim Fathers landed at Plymouth, we were here. And down at the left, you got Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown don't even know who the hell he is. But there he is in the picture. This is Isaiah 65:15. That you shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. That the Lord God shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. This is Isaiah 65:15. The Most High used Walter Plecker to change our original names. You couldn't even put Indian on your birth certificate, or you went to prison, or they hung you. So over time, your mamas and them stopped identifying as the original peoples of the Americas and were afraid to say or tell anyone who they were for fear of being hung or for fear of going to prison. Once again, all of these brothers wearing these suits and ties, these are all Indians from the Oklahoma area. They have been civilized. Got that Caucasian looking brother down there in the front down there. I wonder which one of them is his dad. There you go. Look at there you go. The Maya Empire was a great empire. It invented everything. Now, since you know, that's right, I know who I am. I'm part of the Wolf Clan and the Long Hair Clan out of the Owl Rock Nation. Used to think that I was from the tribe of Judah. But I kept studying. I kept researching. I just didn't stop with a slave ship. So what you see at One Nation, One Power is a man hell-bent on finding the truth. So now, let's go to the second stick. Go to the second stick, 1 Nephi, chapter 13. 1 Nephi, chapter 13. We're going to start at verse 10. 1 Nephi, chapter 13, and verse 10. Now we're going to go into the meat of the matter. Verse 10. And it came to pass that I looked and beheld many waters, and they divided the Gentiles from the seed of my brethren. And it came to pass that the angel said unto me, Behold, the wrath of God is upon the seed of thy brethren, And I looked and beheld a man among the Gentiles who was separated from the seed of my brethren by the many waters. Stop. Now we have already proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that everywhere you looked in America was nothing but Negroes. Nephi just told you that he's seeing a vision of a Gentile coming across the waters because the waters had separated the seed of his brethren in America. Look over to Chicago, Negroes. Look over to LA, Negroes. Look over to Pittsburgh, Negroes. Everywhere you look, the archaeologists said America was a Negro continent. So what that make Nephi? If Nephi standing here in the Americas and America was 100% a Negro continent, what was Nephi? A Negro. And he looking and he's seeing a vision of the Gentiles coming across the waters. What nationality is the Gentiles? To Elder I Japheth. Japheth. How do I know it's Japheth? Because the prophecy in the book of Genesis, I think it's 9:27, that Japheth should live in the tents of Shem. Who living in the Americas prior to Columbus coming? The Shemites. The Shemites. When did Japheth fulfill that prophecy? In 1492. In 1492, Japheth crossed the seas in a boat, came to the Americas, because the Most High gave it to him. What skin color is Japheth? What you call European are white today. Now, the reason that American history is skewed is because they teaching a lie. They teaching that the people that was here prior to Columbus are what you call Indians today, and that there were white people here. That is not what the archaeologists said. That's not what the archaeologists found. They said that this was an all-Negro continent. Nephi is telling you right here that he's seeing the Gentiles coming across the waters for the first time. So according to historical records, the first time a European ever set foot in the Americas, because we also know, according to the Book of Mormon, that this land was kept secret from the other nations. So, when was the first time a European landed in America? In 1492. In 1492. I got friends that's Mormons, but they being lied to. If you don't find out who the real 10 tribes of Israel are in these last days, you will have no spiritual protection from the nuclear war that's about to be unleashed on this earth. That's why the devil playing 3-card Molly with who the people are. I'm just going to quote what the president or the leader of the Navajo Nation said. He said 90-some% of the people that we call today Indians are not the real Indians. He said it out of his own mouth. You can tell the word of God is DNA. Everybody, like my brother Jacob, that's part of this ministry, he one of us. Because why? The Bible, the DNA, pulled him out. That's what the Word of God does. It goes into nationalities and it pulls out God's people. Preach the Word. Be instant, in season, and out of season. It's spiritual. when they hear this word taught by a man of authority, it's the Spirit of God goes into their heart and pulls them out. That goes for Jews and Gentiles alike. But if you've been taught false doctrine, if you've been taught something that is diametrically opposed to the truth, now you got a decision to make. Now you got to do what I did. You got to say, okay, I'm going to follow this truth no matter where it leads me. But I'm going to tell you something. If you follow the truth like that, it's going to destroy families. It's going to destroy friendships. Because your families and your friends cannot let go of the lies and the indoctrination that they have received through religion. Religion has not been set up to bring you the truth, but religion or religiosity is set up to put you in bondage, put you in ignorance, to make you believe that you got the truth, when in reality, just because you was told it was the truth, you never went and researched it to find out if what you've been told was actually the truth. You just believed them. So now, we established that America was a Negro continent. It was us and us only that occupied this place called America, and this land was kept secret from the other nations. So now, let's read again. Verse 10, and it came to pass that I looked, and I beheld many waters. That many waters today is called the Atlantic Ocean. And they divided the Gentiles from the seed of my brethren. Verse 10 in the second stick just proved what the archaeologists said. The ocean waters divided the Gentiles, Japheth, the Europeans, from the Negroes. But religion done taught you that the Europeans were here when the Europeans came here. A lie. Go get some archaeological evidence that they found bones of Europeans in the Americas prior to Columbus coming. You ain't going to find it. But you're going to find Brother Witten now telling you that they found our bones and our skeletons throughout Mexico, all over the earth, in America. They found our graves. And I'm going to tell you something. It's a lot of our grave sites out there right now that got hidden, cordoned off with fences. And the trees have grown over it out there in the bushes. So now, we getting real facts. I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to play this one more time. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to play this one more time because I want to prove that America was a 100% Negro continent. And that when Nephi said that the oceans divided the seed of his brethren, Nephi is also telling you, I'm a Negro. This is how we prove a matter. They can paint him whatever color they want. They did Jesus like that. That don't matter. We get into the truth. And the truth hurt. Especially when you've been lied to. The truth hurt. Especially when what you've been taught is the truth, you find out is really a lie. I'm going to show this clip and do this, and I got to get out of here. That's right. That's over there in the book of Revelations. Big Judah showed you guys that. The fourth part of the earth. That prophecy of Columbus coming to America, Big Judah did a video on that, the fourth part. And that's talking about America. That's right. That's right, Ollie. All they've been doing is covering up your history. I'm giving it back to you. I'm giving it back to you. You hear I'm talking about Tehila? You hear me, Yamel? Yael? I'm giving it back to you. Because we waking up the 10 tribes through the Holy Spirit. All they did was rewrite history. All we got to do is go back and put it back in its proper place. Now, what he said? Several isolated but concordant facts. You see, he's not giving you his opinion. He's giving you facts. Carlos Cuervo Marquez, they killed him. He wouldn't hide the truth. They killed this man. I've been praying for his soul because he was on our side. Here go original painting of America. See the brothers to the left with the afros? See the one brother down in the front with straight hair? You can't be looking at hair. Look, 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 the original seal. The original seal of Columbus. Look at the bottom of this. This mixture of black and white is dangerous to our population. They knew back then that as soon as we mixed, that their race would be over. That's why you teach white supremacy. It's for the proliferation of your race. So your race don't get wiped out. So here's Benjamin Franklin in 64? 7,000 Dutchmen besides the real Dutch, Prussians, Bohemians, French, Swedes, Norwegians, Danes, and 9,000 English, including Scots, Welsh, and Irish. Can I prove that these people were black? Yes, I can. There you go. There you go. The almost extinction of the Negroes during the time of the Spanish conquest. Who was here when they came? The Spanish came? Negroes. He's telling you. He's a physician, archaeologist, anthropologist, ethnologist, founder of the Museum of Mohacan in Mexico. This is what they really hiding from me. They ain't hiding no damn Africa. They ain't hiding the fact that you got land over there. They hiding this. This is the biggest kept secret on planet Earth. That's why in your Bible all the prophecies point to Africa. And then I went in there and did that video of the islands of the seas and proved that. Look at this. They tried to hide a lot of information of this man. There's a reason they got rid of him. I want to thank Brother Johnny Aboriginal for putting all this together too. He did his research. So this dude told you, look, we repeat, America was a Negro continent. And there are ancient pictures to prove. Look at that. Look how beautiful it used to be. This dude's 1937 doctoral dissertation at Virginia State University. This is what he did in his doctorate. All them Negroes down there in the South that you guys got as slaves, them Indians. They ain't come off no slave ship, them Indians. go. They're the Inca Empire. Look at that. Here in America, America was bigger than what it is today. It encompassed Venezuela. We did trade on the ocean waters. To be sold on board the slave ship, the ship, whatever, Tuesday the 6th, or May the next, just arrived from the windward on Rice Coast. Look at that, all Indians. All Indians. Check this brother out. The startling facts. See, these dudes deal in facts. They don't deal in philosophy. Is that in all parts of Mexico, archaeological pieces representing Negro or Negroid people have been found, especially in archaic or pre-classic sites. Professor Alexander von Wattenhout, I give him a high five. Facts that break the non-believers' backs. That's how we used to dress. That's how we used to dress. Check out Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown, are you a clone? How in the hell you get in that picture and you still alive today, Judge Joe Brown? That's because, Judge Joe Brown, you don't know who the hell you are. You are a bloodline descendant of the 10 tribes of the House of Israel. Me, Walter Plecker, the man that was responsible for the destruction of the records in 1913 in 50 states that showed how Native Americans were reclassified as black and Negro and colored in the first U.S. Census in 1798. And this is a fact. That's a fact. In 1676, there was a huge slave rebellion in Virginia. Black and white slaves from Ireland burned Jamestown to the ground. Hundreds died. The planters feared as reoccurrence. But their white slaves were given new rights. Their masters could not whip them naked without a court order. White slaves, whose daily condition was not different than that of the black, all they did was give the white people a little bit better privileges than the black people, but the white people still slaves. Still slaves. Gave them, but that's Bible prophecy, ain't it? That's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, that the stranger that is within thy gate shall get up high above thee, and thou shall come down very low. That's Bible prophecy. All right, I gotta go. First Nephi, chapter 13, tell you that the Gentiles came across the waters.
This means, in the case of an American,
and I think it's Genesis 9:27, the prophecy that Japheth would live in the tents of Shem.
Every stick and stone and every face is white.
This elder here saying shalom.
You suppose that you are too. It comes as a great shock around the age of 5 or 6 or 7 to discover that the flag to which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock.
You need to go get the book Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers.
That the Indians were you. That the Indians were you. That the Indians.
You the Indians.
That the Indians were you.
This your land. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. And I'm gonna come back tomorrow. And we're gonna go in tomorrow. Since I got my OBS back. We're going to go in tomorrow. We're going to go in tomorrow. Christ in ancient America and archaeology and the Book of Mormon. We're going to go in tomorrow. Now that we got our OBS back, I want to thank Big Mike for helping us. That's why it ain't tripping no more. I want to say shalom, Indians. Shalom, you Indians. Shalom, you children who once ruled all of Mexico. Shalom, you Indians. You children who once ruled all of Mexico. Shalom to the children of the Maya. Somebody asked me, all you got to do is go to Lamentations 4:17. Lamentations 4:17, 4:18 tell you that there is no end of all of the people, even from the time at the beginning. Meaning the children of Shem, Ham, and Japheth is still living on this earth right now, today. This is Eldahiel from One Nation, One Power, saying shalom to the children of the great Maya Empire, saying shalom to the children of the great Inca Empire, saying shalom to the children of the Toluctican Empire, the Toltecs. I'm saying shalom to all of my Toltec brothers and sisters who in reality are the Israelites. Shalom.